I'm going to share with you something that really helped me to develop my spiritual skills. And also, it kind of helped me in a roundabout way with other things as well, because I did at one time and still do at times struggle with heightened anxiety and panic and all of that, as we all do, so many of us. I'm not saying this is a cure all, I'm saying this is something that helped me to manage things a little bit more. So, years ago, before fidget stuff was a thing, before we knew anything about it, I heard somewhere that psychiatrists, therapists, and counselors were going along with this new therapy that they were finding helped their clients or patients to open up a little bit more. So they would give them like a block of clay. And as the patients would play with the Play Doh and whatnot, they started to become a little bit more open with what they were talking about. And they would be able to kind of express things that were not coming out in other sessions. And I thought, you know what? I wonder if I were to utilize that for myself. But of course, I couldn't carry clay around all day. So what I started doing was I would take a small crystal that was, pocket sized. And, you got to be careful that it's not going to be one that's going to break or anything. But I would keep them in my pocket. And when I needed them, I would take them out, at work, because most times people, have pens or, something that they're rolling around in their hand. And when I needed it, especially because if you can believe, I used to have a lot of difficulty talking to people. So I would hold them in my hand and roll them around so I had something to fixate on so that I could come out of my shell and, talk to people. Or if I was getting really frustrated because I couldn't do something, it would give me that moment to kind of center myself and give me something to touch and to feel the texture and really connect with. Well, I have found as such, these poppet things, I have so many of them. And so the crystals, whereas those are considered spiritual, I was using those for like my anxiety response and such. These here are developed for the anxiety response, and I use them for that. And to also pay attention to when I'm trying to watch a movie and trying not to focus on anything else, because once I start, I can't stop. OCD. But I have found that these also help with tuning in with my third eye and my sixth sense. So I wanted to share that with you because I think sometimes it all kind of comes full circle and, just kind of exploring what works for us, gives us a little gauge of connecting with ourselves.